Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tai Chi in the Park with me, Li Fu. Today, we are going to be focusing on the health of the spine, and there's a particular Qigong practice called rippling the dragon spine that helps to create strength and supple flexibility in the spine. So let's get started by taking a few deep breaths, bringing your feet about shoulder width distance apart, sinking into your stance, bending your knees, and letting your spine be long and open. Tailbone reaching down into the ground. Crown of the head lifting up towards the sky. And slowly inhale. And slowly exhale. Imagining that you're breathing in through the top of your head. Taking that breath and that energy, moving it down along the spine. And now bring your hands to your lower dantian, one hand over the other. Starting with the head and neck, we're going to sync our movements with the breath, first by inhaling while our head and neck are centered. And as you exhale, reach your head out and down, lengthening the front of the throat and the back of the neck as you exhale. Inhale, bring your head back to center. And exhale up and over to the side. Keep your shoulders stable, reaching up and out, lengthening both sides of your neck. And inhale back to center. Exhale, reach the crown of the head up and back so that you're not crimping the back of your neck, but rather lengthening as you stretch back. Inhale back to center. And exhale, reaching up and out over to the side. Making sure the neck is nice and long. Inhale. Exhale, bringing the head forward and down. Inhale to center. Reversing the direction. Exhale, like a turtle reaching its head out of its shell. Reaching out towards the sky. And coming back to center. Let your hands rest down by your side. And we're going to roll the shoulders forward, working on the middle spine, the thoracic spine, around the rib cage. Dropping one shoulder. Begin to inhale, lifting the sternum up, rolling the shoulders back, and down on the other side. Move slowly, gently stretching, opening up the spine. If you have any issues or injuries related to your spine, please work within your range of motion and modify any movements specifically for you and your needs. One more circle and then we'll change directions. Inhale. Exhale, rolling down. And now reverse. Dropping your other shoulder. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, opening up the back. Coming back, rolling the shoulders forward, rolling up through the back, and slowly and softly roll the shoulders. Small, gentle shoulder rolls to open up the joints. Bring your hands back to your lower dantian. Now we're going to focus on the lower lumbar spine. And we're going to start by making sure your knees are bent and tilting the pelvis back. Top of the pelvis tilts back, tailbone reaching in between your legs, opening up the lower back, and then coming back to center or neutral position. Now we're going to tilt the pelvis to the side. So one hip is lifted, the other is dropped. Coming back to center. Now lift the tailbone in the back, letting the belly spill forward, and then coming back to center. And to the other side. And center. Forward. And center. Side. Center. Back. Center, side, center. One more round in this direction. Let your breathing be smooth and natural. And now reverse the direction. Bringing your other hip up and center. Back, center, side, center, forward, center. 2 more rounds. Making your movements slow, soft, yet deliberate. Good. Now, bring your hands to your hips, and we're just going to roll the hips in a circle. Moving through the front, side, back, side. 3 circles clockwise. 3 circles counterclockwise. Opening up the lower back and internally massaging the hips. And come back to center. Coming back to your upright posture, spine is long, hips are neutral, knees are soft. Let's open up the rest of the body. Rotating the forearms around the elbows. Breathing deeply and naturally. Reverse the circles. And let your arms rest by your side. Circle the wrists, 3 circles back, and reverse. Bringing the hands forward. Open and close your hands, manipulating the joints in the fingers. And bring your feet together. Raise your stance. Bring your feet close together, heels under the hips, bend the knees, hands on the thighs. Slowly roll your knees in a circle, letting the knees circle over the toes, not any further. Not putting too much stress or strain on the knees. Think about lubricating the joints with these movements. And reverse your circle. And come back up to standing position. Take your feet out wide again, circling the ankles. Shift your weight onto one leg. Press the ball of the foot down into the ground. And rotate the ankle out for 3. And reverse. And shift your weight over to the other side. Ball the foot, gently pressing down as you rotate your ankle. And reverse. And coming back to your high horse stance, your neutral position, hands at the lower abdomen. Taking a few deep breaths and breathing into the lower back. Notice the spine feeling more open. You might sense the energy is moving more freely along the spine. And continue to relax the spine as much as possible while keeping your alignment. And we'll close out the warm-up with 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Inhaling in through the crown of your head. So now let's begin with our Qigong warm-up. Start with one foot forward and the other foot back. And you want to make sure that you have a nice wide base, that your feet are not too close together so that you feel like you're having a hard time balancing. Spread your feet out wider than your hips and bend your knees, sinking into your hips. And we're also going to use some guided imagery for this practice. So imagine that there is a pearl of energy at the tailbone, at the tip of your tailbone. Visualize it there and begin to breathe into it. As you breathe into that pearl of energy, it expands out, and as you exhale, it contracts back, just like your breath. Your hands can gently expand out as you sense the energy expanding. Also feeling like your whole body is breathing. and focusing the energy at the tailbone. Now we're going to move that energy up through the spine, inhaling it up, imagining the pearl exiting out through the crown of your head, out in between your hands, shifting the weight forward, feet rooted and grounded, bringing the pearl down, moving within your comfortable range of motion, imagining it dropping down underneath your front foot, shifting the weight back, pulling it up your back leg, and back to the tailbone. We're going to repeat this 3 times. Exhale slowly with control, movements synced with the breath. If you have trouble syncing the breath with the movements, just let your breath be natural. Let the breath naturally slow down as you lengthen and allow your body to open up. Coming back up to the hips. And now we're going to switch legs. Now you can either just step forward if you have limited space and bring your other foot back, or you can just take a step forward. And here, let's breathe into that pearl of energy at the tailbone. Feel your feet rooted and grounded. And now move the energy up the spine, up the tailbone, up the sacrum, up through each vertebrae, out through the crown of your head, reaching out, slowly lowering down, coming back up. If there's any stiffness in the back, just work with it. Focus on releasing the excess tension. And if you need to modify the movements for any reason, please do so. It's important that you work with your body and allow it to open up naturally without force. And bringing your hands back up to your hips. And we're going to reverse the movement. So let's take 3 deep breaths, focusing the breath at the tailbone. This time, as you exhale, bring the energy down your back leg, down into the ground. Shift the weight forward. Both heels rooted down into the ground as you lift up. Bring the pearl back overhead and down through the spine. Try to inhale as you come up and exhale as you go down. Making this big circular movement. Yet holding a long, straight spine. And bring your hands back down to your hips. We're going to switch feet again, either by taking a step back or switching your feet. Breathing into the tailbone again. And exhale, bringing it down the back leg. Shifting the weight forward. Inhale as you come up. Using the mind and gentle movements of the body to help strengthen and create suppleness in the body. And bring your hands down by your hips. Step your back leg forward. And we'll complete the practice with Dantian breathing, holding your hands just below your navel. Soften your knees, standing upright, and noticing a deepening and relaxation along the spine. Maybe some of your minor aches and pains are now alleviated or improved. Feel your belly expand on the inhale and gently contract on the exhale. Feel the lower back opening up. Feel your neck relaxed and open. You can continue with this Dantian breathing for as long as you like. Enjoying your practice, enjoying the sensations you feel in your body, enjoying the peace and tranquility. And that completes our practice for today of rippling the dragon's spine. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please follow us on Facebook at Tai Chi in the Park Houston, on Instagram, and our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.